Every organization faces risk: financial risk, legal risk, reputational risk, operational risk. The question is not whether risk exists. The question is whether leadership is anticipating it. Conferences like this are part of that anticipation. They provide context, trend lines, and early indicators. So as we move forward, I'm going to walk you through some of the major themes discussed: fiscal uncertainty, housing and infrastructure policy shifts, artificial intelligence, governance in a social media era, strategic planning implementation, and leadership resilience. And for each theme, I will connect it back to Calimesa, because the real question is not whether the conference was interesting. The real question is whether it made us better, more stable, more informed, more proactive, more disciplined. That's the standard I hold myself to. And it's the lens through which I evaluate every professional development opportunity. So let's move into the first major theme: fiscal and policy uncertainty at the state level, and why that matters directly to Calimesa. At the conference, there was significant discussion about California's fiscal outlook. The governor's office and the legislative analyst's office are projecting deficits, but the estimates vary widely. Some projections suggest a few $billion. Others suggest significantly more. Regardless of the precise number, the pattern is familiar. When state revenue slows, pressure builds. And when pressure builds, policymakers begin looking for ways to close the gap. For cities, it sends a cautionary signal. When Sacramento tightens its budget, there are typically three places attention goes: state-level program reductions, borrowing from special funds, and examining revenue streams that intersect with local governments. That might include property tax allocations, transportation dollars, housing funds, or public safety resources. It doesn't automatically mean cities lose money, but it does mean cities need to be paying attention. At the conference, Cal City's leadership emphasized that 2026 could be one of the most challenging fiscal years in recent memory for local governments. Why? Because the state budget has grown significantly over the past decade, in part due to strong revenue years and federal relief funds. And some of that growth is now under strain. When state spending increases rapidly during good years, reductions during slower years can require difficult decisions. For Calimesa, the lesson isn't panic, it's prudence. We've worked hard to maintain healthy reserves, align ongoing expenses with ongoing revenues rather than one-time revenue spikes, and remaining disciplined when revenues exceed projections.